Hey guys, this is the Master Debater, and today I'm just going to be doing a video on how to get the gold achievement for the Terran challenge mission. I don't even know what it's called. But so what you want to do is you want to bring your Marines down here along with your Ghost. And I'll show you what to do with those guys later. And of course, bring all your Hellions here, and then obviously your siege tank here. The hardest one here is going to be the Mutalisks, but they're not the hardest. So what you want to do is you siege up your siege tank here, and then you put your Ghost in cloak mode, and then quickly stim pack your Marines, and then hit ready. And then your Marines will stay stim packed. Now, the trick to this one, to lose as few Hellions as possible, is to basically kite around the Zerglings. So you see here, I'm just going to hold position here, and then I'm going to attack, and then I'm just going to kite, and I'm going to attack again, bring him here, and then I'm going to just attack, and then attack again. And at this point, you shouldn't really lose any Hellions. I mean, the first time I did it, yeah, I lost one Hellion, but it's not the biggest deal. And then this one, you don't have to do any micro. You just let your siege tank do all the heavy work, and let them wreak some havoc on these banelings. And so a couple banelings should get... Wow, okay. Okay. Well, generally only a couple banelings should get through, but I mean, normally your tank will survive. And then here you want to take your Ghost and then snipe as many of the Mutalisks as possible before they get to your Marines. And then you want to focus fire down the Mutalisks with the Marines, so you take as few losses as possible. And your medevac should be able to help keep them alive. And as you can see, I only took 3 losses, and this should be basically the most losses you take, essentially, in this entire challenge. So for the second round, you want to take roaches. Okay, so you want to take all your Marauders and bring them up with the roaches, and then you also want to take your Marines and put them with the Ultralisk. Now, this may sound like a really bad idea, but trust me, it works. So, and then you want to take the Ghost, bring him down here, of course, and also take your siege tanks to attack the Hydralisks. So, what you want to do is you want to kind of spread out your siege tanks, but I mean, do it so they still have a relatively even field of fire. And then once again, you want to cloak your Ghost, and then as soon as you're ready, just hit ready. Alright, so I screwed up the first time. I accidentally picked up my Marauders. So if you hotkey your medevac, apparently it'll take that medevac above the Marauders, so you want to stim pack here, and then just kind of take a few shots, and take just kite a bit, and up until they get into range, and then you just let the Marauders do what they need to. Ouch. Well, I took down, or well, one Marauder was taken out, but that's all. Alright, so, the first time I tried this, I failed hardcore, but what you want to do is, take your Marines, and you want to kite them around the Ultra. So what you want to do is just fire, and, just keep moving around the supply depot. And then, of course, you don't want to hotkey your, medevac together with your Marines, or they will, or the medevac will move with your Marines and won't actually heal them. Whereas right here, it's just, you know, healing them for me. And this one takes a while, but yeah, this is basically the gist of it. Just attack, stim pack, and then kite. Oh. You may lose a few Marines, but all in the line of work. So, oh no. Well, I lost a Marine, but alright. Jesus. Oh, I actually lost 2 Marines. Alright, whatever. Well, okay, I didn't do so well that time. The first time I did it, I didn't take any losses, but I don't know why I did so bad this time. But basically that's the gist, and then same for here as the Mutas. You just want to snipe as many Hydralisks as possible, and then watch out with your Ghost. Make sure he doesn't take any splash damage from the tanks. and then just let your tanks wreak havoc again. Nice. Okay, so right now I have a total of 8 losses, but if you're good, you should have like 6 or 5, and if you're really good, you should only have like 1 or 0 if you're amazing. Alright, so what you want to do here is you want to take your Thors over to the Mutalisks, because Thors absolutely rape the absolute crap out of Mutas, and you want to take your Medivacs and your tanks to this little section with the Hydras along with your Ghost. So you take your Medivacs and just kind of position them here, and then you take your Marauders. You want to spread out your tanks a bit so that they don't... Actually, it's not really necessary, but it's just something I like to do. And then, of course, you're going to siege them up, keep your Marauders here. So for this one, you want to move your Vikings as close to the Brood Lords as possible. And then just keep these guys kind of back here, and they'll take out the Zerglings. And then your Thors, you also kind of want to spread out, because the Mutas do that weird glaive worm attack. But you want to do it so they can still fire at the same time. Alright, so I'm going to hit ready. And then right here, I am going to, as soon as the barrier disappears, I got to attack these Brood Lords. And usually, so you want to kite around the Zerglings again, and then your Vikings should take care of the Brood Lords pretty quickly. Yeah, as you can see, I'm already done with this, and I didn't take any losses. And then here, you gotta cloak them first, and then once again you want to snipe as many units as possible, and then you want to have your Marauders focus on the Roaches. And I lost a Marauder, great. But you should be able to take these guys out, no problem. Alright, well, since I'm terrible at this game, I had to do that again. So, I'm gonna try my luck again at this. Hopefully my Thors will all attack this time. God, that was annoying. So I'm actually just gonna micro this guy back a bit. Try to keep him alive a bit longer, have him fire from back here, and what do you know? Didn't take a loss. So I guess you should micro your Thors a bit, and as you can see, I got the gold medal, only taking 9 losses, and that is how I do this mission. If you want to do this mission a different way, then just Google it, but I hope this video was helpful. Like, if it's helpful, you know, favorite it, stuff like that, the generic YouTube crap. So, thanks again for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.